Some places become part of your life story, the backdrop for childhood memories, first dates, and family outings. They're more than just locations on a map. They're woven into the fabric of who we are, shaping our happiest moments and the stories we tell for years to come. For many in Maryland, Virginia, and D.C., that place was Six Flags America. It was a destination that brought together people from all walks of life. A place where the excitement started the moment you saw the entrance. It wasn't just an amusement park, it was a tradition, a summer ritual, a place to just be happy. Every visit felt like a celebration, whether you were a kid running toward your favorite ride or a parent reliving your own childhood through your children's eyes. For over 50 years it stood in Bowie, Maryland, waiting for us to make memories. The park became a landmark, a familiar sight that promised adventure and joy just around the corner. It all began in 1974, not even called Six Flags America back then. It started as Wild World, a new kind of escape for families and thrill-seekers alike, offering a taste of wonder right in our backyard. Names changed, Wild World, Adventure World, but the excitement stayed the same. Each new era brought fresh rides and new memories, but the heart of the park never wavered. You'd see the roller coasters from the road, heart-pounding, knowing an amazing day was ahead. The anticipation built with every mile, and the first glimpse of those twisting tracks was pure magic. Generations grew up with the park, grandparents, parents, kids, all sharing the same joy. It was a place where family traditions were born and passed down, year after year. The park changed, but its spirit never faded. Rides came and went, but the laughter and excitement remained, echoing through every corner. It felt like it belonged to everyone, a shared space for laughter and connection. Friends reunited, families celebrated milestones, and strangers became part of the same story, if only for a day. Now, the gates are closed for good. A chapter ended for so many of us. The silence where there was once music and laughter is a reminder of how much the park meant. It's more than steel tracks and bright lights. It's first screams, cotton candy, and laughter echoing in the air. It's the feeling of being weightless on a ride, the taste of summer, and the sound of pure joy. It was a landmark of happiness. Its silhouette against the sky was a beacon, calling us back to simpler, happier times. Its absence leaves a quiet spot in the heart of the community. The streets feel a little emptier, and the town a little quieter without its joyful presence. The memories linger, even as the park itself is gone. We hold on to the photos, the stories, and the laughter that filled those summer days. For everyone who spent a day there, it will always be a part of who we are. The spirit of Six Flags America lives on in every memory, every smile, and every story we share. Sure, Six Flags America had epic roller coasters, the kind that made your heart race and your stomach drop. The thrill of the first big drop, the wind in your face, and the screams of excitement were unforgettable. But it was so much more than just adrenaline and speed. The park was alive with energy, laughter, and a sense of adventure that went far beyond the rides. It was a world of entertainment, shows, music, and characters like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck roaming the park, ready to pose for photos or share a high five. Live performances brought favorite cartoons to life, filling the air with music and laughter. Kids had their own areas, like Looney Tunes Movie Town, where they could feel brave and independent, exploring colorful play zones and gentle rides designed just for them. Parents and grandparents could relax, watch a stunt show, or just enjoy an ice cream on a bench, soaking in the sunshine and the sounds of happy families all around. Themed sections transported you from a classic American town to Gotham City in minutes, letting you step into the worlds of superheroes and small-town charm all in one day. Every detail, the music, the architecture, the carefully crafted decor, created an immersive escape from the everyday, making you feel like you were part of a story. It wasn't just about rides, it was about stepping into a world dedicated to fun and imagination, where every corner offered something new to discover. And the food. Funnel cakes dusted with powdered sugar, warm and sweet, were a must-have treat. Popcorn, giant pretzels, and other classic snacks filled the air with delicious smells, tempting you at every turn. Dippin' Dots, these colorful icy treats were part of the ritual, a cool reward after a day in the sun. Sharing a pizza or cooling off with a slushie was as memorable as any ride, turning snack breaks into moments of connection and laughter. The simple moments, laughing together, winning a stuffed animal at a carnival game, or just walking hand in hand, made the day complete. Six Flags. America was a place for everyone, not just thrill seekers. Families, friends, and visitors of all ages could find something to love. It was a patchwork of experiences, stitched together by joy, excitement, and the simple pleasure of being together. That's what made it special for so many families, memories that would last long after the day was over. The magic was in the moments, big and small, woven into every laugh, every hug, and every shared adventure. Let's talk about the rides. The ones that made your stomach drop, your voice vanish, and your heart race with excitement. These were the moments that defined our visits, the ones we'd talk about for days, even weeks, after. Six Flags. America was a true roller coaster paradise, a place where the skyline was a tangle of steel and wood, and every corner promised a new adventure. Superman. Ride of Steel was iconic, towering over 200 feet. It delivered pure speed, airtime, and that unforgettable rush as you crested the first hill, arms in the air, wind in your face. Batwing let you soar face down, swooping and diving through the air like a superhero, giving you a taste of flight that felt both terrifying and exhilarating. The Joker's Jinx launched you from 0 to 60 in seconds, twisting you into laughter, dizziness, and a sense of wild freedom as you sped through its tangled green track. But it wasn't just about the newest, fastest coasters. The park was filled with rides for every thrill seeker, from the bravest to the most cautious. The Wild One, a classic wooden coaster, rattled and roared with old-school charm, its creaks and groans adding to the suspense as you sped along its historic track. Spinning rides, dropping rides, everyone had a favorite, whether it was the dizzying teacups or the heart-stopping drop towers that made your stomach leap. These weren't just machines, they were rites of passage, marking milestones as you grew taller, braver, and more adventurous with every visit. You'd start small, building courage on the gentle rides, until you finally faced the big ones, the ones you'd been dreaming about watching others conquer before you. Waiting in line, heart-pounding, butterflies in your stomach, then stepping off with shaky legs and a huge smile. You felt unstoppable, like you could take on anything. Each ride was a memory, a story to tell your friends, a moment to capture in photos and laughter. Conquering your fears became a tradition, a challenge you took on together, cheering each other on and celebrating every victory. The thrill was more than just adrenaline. It was a sense of accomplishment, a badge of honor you wore with pride. These moments stuck with you, long after the ride ended, becoming stories you'd share for years to come. The park's coasters were legendary, but the memories, those were even bigger, growing with every visit, every laugh, every scream. That's what made Six Flags America unforgettable. The rides, the memories, and the thrill that never really left you. When Maryland summers got hot, Hurricane Harbor was the place to be. Not just a few pools, a massive water park inside Six Flags America. One ticket got you both parks' coasters in the morning, water slides in the afternoon. The lazy river was pure relaxation, the wave pool, pure excitement. For thrill seekers, slides like Bonsai Pipelines and Tornado delivered heart-pounding drops and wild spins. Friends dared each other, families picnicked, and laughter echoed everywhere. The water park had its own vibe, splashing, whistles, and happy shouts. Walking barefoot on warm concrete, plunging into cool water, it was summer's essence. Hurricane Harbor was a world of fun and memories all its own. It was the perfect way to beat the heat and make every summer day unforgettable. Every party ends, but no one expected Six Flags America's to end so suddenly. For 50 years, it was a constant source of joy. On November 2nd, 2025, the park opened its gates for the last time. The final weekend was bittersweet, happiness mixed with deep sadness. People came for one last visit, snapping photos, sharing stories, and saying goodbye. Parents pointed out favorite spots, reliving memories with their kids. The park's final message: thank you for 50 years of family fun. We will always cherish the memories. As the sun set, the lights flickered on one last time. There were tears, smiles, and hugs as the final announcement echoed. The music faded, the coasters went silent, and the park grew still. For the first time in decades, it was quiet. Guests took one last look at the rides silhouetted against the sky. It was a farewell to a place that had given so much happiness. Now, it lives on only in photos and memories. Why did Six Flags America close, even when it seemed so loved? The answer: business decisions. Six Flags merged with Cedar Fair, and the new company reviewed all its parks. They decided Six Flags America didn't fit their long-term plans and chose to sell the land for redevelopment. It wasn't about a lack of love from the community, it was a corporate strategy. For Maryland, it meant losing a beloved landmark to boardroom decisions. The closure sent shockwaves through the region. It was personal, social media filled with memories, old photos, first jobs, birthdays, and family outings. The loss brought people together, sharing stories and nostalgia. Local officials mourned the economic and cultural impact, but looked to the future. For 50 years, the park was a major employer and tourist draw. Now there's a hole, both physical and emotional, in the community. People will always remember where Six Flags used to be. The stories keep it alive, even as the land changes. The park was more than rides, it was a piece of the community's heart. Behind every ride and show were the people who made the magic happen. Hundreds of workers kept the park safe, clean, and fun. Ride operators, performers, food vendors, and more. The closure changed lives, especially for the 70 full-time employees and countless seasonal workers. For many, it was more than a job, it was a second home, a family. The company offered severance, but nothing could replace the camaraderie and purpose. The impact rippled out. Local businesses lost visitors. The economy took a hit. The park was an economic engine for the whole region. As we remember the fun, let's honor those who made it possible. Their hard work created the memories we cherish. They were the true heart of Six Flags America. The coasters are still, the water park is dry, and the laughter has faded. It's okay to feel sad. It's like saying goodbye to a friend. But memories don't need a place, they live inside us. Every thrill, every laugh, every moment at Six Flags America is yours to keep. The park may be gone, but the joy remains in our stories and photos. Life is about change. Endings lead to new beginnings. The community will heal, and new traditions will grow. Maybe the land will bring new happiness in the future. Let's be grateful for 50 years of fun, bravery, and laughter. Thank you, Six Flags America, for being part of our lives. The memories are a treasure. Now it's time to make new ones. Be kind and enjoy the ride ahead.